everybody! Today's story is Our Tree Named Steve. It is written by Alan Zabel and illustrated by David Ketchrow. In our title, we have 2 short words and 2 longer words. What short words do you see? I see hour and tree. Hour has 3 letters, and the word tree has 4 letters. Let's see if you can find the longer words. I see named and Steve. Both of these words have 5 letters. When reading, we are going to see if we can notice some short and long words. I will point out a few of the words while we read, and I want you to think about some long and short words you see. We will discuss these words at the end. What is the longest word you know? Dear kids, a long time ago, when you were little, Mom and I took you to where we wanted to build a house for us to live in. But in order to build there, men had to come and clear the land. On this page, I saw a few short words such as to and in. How many letters do these have? Yes, they have 2. Did you see any words that have less than 2 letters? I remember there was one tree, however, that the 3 of you couldn't stop staring at. Adam thought it was crying. Lindsay said it looked nervous. What does it mean to look nervous? Nervous is when you feel frightened or worried. And Sam, who was only 2 years old, couldn't pronounce the word tree and called it Steve. I love you, Steve, she kept saying. And then Adam and Lindsay started saying it. And before too long, Mom and I got the hint and asked the builders to please save Steve. The day we moved in, Steve was there to greet us. He quickly worked his way into your lives as a swing holder, target, third base, hiding place, jump rope turner. What are your favorite things about your trees at home? And whenever our dryer broke down, he held our underwear with pride. Ooh, I see a long word on this page. What word do you see? I see the word underwear. It has 9 letters. Wow, that's a lot of letters. Yes, right there in the center of our yard, this weird-looking tree grew to become the center of our outdoor life. Through all our barbecues, campouts, dance parties. Or when Adam and Lindsay started getting crushes on the Simon kids next door. Steve adjusted to our every need. What does it mean when it says they started getting crushes? It means that they started to really like someone. And it wasn't always easy standing tall through snowstorms in the winter. Or when Uncle Chester napped in the hammock couldn't possibly have been fun. Not to mention the time that the sewer overflowed and Steve sucked up all the smelly water before it drowned Kirby, our dog. Then he got so sick himself that the tree doctor had to give Steve a haircut. That made him look like a big thumb. What did the tree doctor have to give Steve when he was sick? Yes, he had to give him a haircut. Do you get a haircut from your doctor? Through the years, Mom and I have tried to show you, in a world filled with strangers, the peace that comes with having things you can count on and a safe place to return to after a hard day or a long trip. Which brings me to this point of the letter. Last week, a storm hit our area. What do you think happened during the storm? And though we spared Steve's life a long time ago, this time we couldn't save him. Are we sad? Sure we are. But even in his final moments, when he could have fallen on our house, Sari's swings, Kirby's house, or Mom's garden, Steve performed his last trick and protected all of us in the very end, and friends like this are hard to find. So when you come home from Grandma's next week, Steve will not be able to greet you as he's done in the past. I'm sorry. But please know that Steve will always be with you in our hearts, in our thoughts. And in a different tree at the other end of our yard. See you next week. Love, Dad. In this book, Steve was a very special tree to this family. They had many memories with Steve. Do you have a special tree at or around your house? When I was reading, I had us think about the short and long words we found. What are some of the short words you saw? Some that I saw were be, in, on, of, and the. These words are called sight words. Sight words are words that you see a lot when you are reading different books. What longer words did you see? Some long words that I saw were remember, grandma, overflowed, and snowstorms. At home, you can practice identifying words by finding short and long words around your house. You could also get a magazine and cut out short and long words. You could see who could find the longest word. I hope you all enjoyed this story. See you next time. Goodbye, friends.